What's up, everyone? It's Anna Rumor here at Pop Culture, here with Tim Kennedy, the star of Discovery's new docuseries, Hard to Kill, which premieres July 31st at 10/9 Central. So thanks for talking with us here today, Tim.
Absolutely. Thank you for talking to me.
Absolutely. So in Hard to Kill, it looks like you're getting yourself into some pretty dangerous situations, but you're pretty much a certified badass, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I think dumb is a better or more apt word to describe what I am and what I do. I haven't died yet, so that doesn't certify me as a badass. It just makes me dumb and stupid. Maybe a little tough.
But you've got a military background, a background in fighting. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I've been special operations. I've been a Ranger qualified Special Forces sniper, Green Beret, for 15 years now. I have tours in Iraq, tours in Afghanistan, in Africa, all over Africa, the South, the North, the East, the West. Counter drug stuff in South America, in Europe, counterterrorism. And then I've been fighting professionally for the past 17 years. Fought for the world title 2 different times. I lost. So I'm like a 2-time loser for being a world champion. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing for the past 15, 20 years.
And what kind of trouble are you getting yourself into on this new series?
Oh my God. When your mom's like, you shouldn't do this. It's pretty much all I do every single time I do anything on this show. It's fun. It's cool. The best part is that I'm getting to work with the most courageous, heroic people I've ever spent any time with. And I've spent some time with some pretty amazing people. But these are just regular middle America, blue collar, real badasses, to use your word, that get up every single morning and do the most remarkable things, the most amazing jobs to provide food for us, put oil in our cars, to figure out how to make flights safer. And it's hard. These jobs, they die in all the time. Nobody knows about them. They're scaling the side of buildings. They're flying helicopters in the middle of nowhere. They're crashing in the Arctic. And it's just commonplace for them. And I just get to hang out with them and see if I can do it, which I normally can't. So.
Well, what was your mission in taking on all these jobs and trying all of these difficult things that are behind the scenes?
So, I've been obviously been in the military. I really believe in this American thing. And, I've fought in a lot of war. And, but I guess the reason is why? Why have I done all those things? Why have me and my friends gone overseas? And really it boils down to the American dream. And these people are living it. And these are the people that make it possible for Anna, like you and me right now here in New York, just walking around trying to get a cup of coffee, that make our lives so easy. I took a flight last night to come here, and the reason that flight is safe is because of experimental test pilots. And then I hopped in a car and drove here, and the oil and the gas that's in the vehicle exists because somebody's down in the middle of the Gulf welding a pipe, or in the middle of Midland, Texas, drilling a well down to the center of the earth. And if they make one mistake and there's too much static electricity, they're going to blow up. And it makes our life livable and makes the American dream possible. And it makes all the reasons that I fought overseas make sense, and that's why I'm doing it, is to bring attention to these amazing people that do these incredible jobs.
That's awesome. What was the toughest job that you took on?
The toughest. It's like every single episode is like watching a crash, or not watching a race that there's going to be a crash. It's like knowing the future of a NASCAR race. I've never really watched NASCAR, but I know a lot of people just watch it to watch the crash that's inevitably going to happen. Well, every single episode, I'm getting wrecked. Whether it's a bull that's just running me over or flipping me through the air, or a helicopter that's crashing in the Arctic Ocean. You want to see me freeze? Cool, you're going to see it. If you want to see me buried alive in an avalanche, you're going to see it. If you want to see me set on fire inside of an airplane, you're going to see it. If you want to see the inside of my body on the outside of my body, awesome, you're going to see it. But the whole point of it is to really show I do these jobs for 2 weeks. What we're trying to show is that there's people that do this for a lifetime, generation after generation after generation. Their dad did it, and their grandpa did it, and their grandpa's dad did it. And, I'm beat up after 2 weeks. I'm figuring out the quickest way to get out of this job in the shortest amount of time. And for them, it's a lifetime.
Oh my gosh. Well, you said avalanches, fire, experimental plane flying. Were there moments that you didn't think you were going to make it?
Yeah, I mean, like like that's a real burn from the seatbelt inside of the cockpit of an experimental test plane after I got like cooked, So when you're sitting there and you try to open a canopy, and the canopy is supposed to open inside of the cockpit, and you're like, well, that's not opening. That's not opening. And then you start smashing it, and then the fire starts engulfing you, and then you can't breathe, and you're like, oh, my seatbelt came off. Wait, my seatbelt's still done. Oh, it melted off, so it's attached to my flesh now, so that's great. And then finally, I'm just like, screw it. I just go complete idiot Hulk, and I tear the canopy out to not get burnt alive. So I almost woke up every single day trying to decide how I wasn't gonna die. And that's this show. Sounds really crazy when you kind of put it all together.
It sounds fantastic. I cannot wait to watch you narrowly escape death. We're very happy that you're here with us still. What do you think people who are watching the series are going to take away from it?
I hope they're inspired. I hope that they are encouraged. I hope that they look at these men and women that do these jobs and they think, I can do that. I'm in New York right now. I'm surrounded by these skyscrapers, and God bless the men and women that sit in these offices every day and do these jobs. I could never do it. And I think that there's other people out there that aspire or dream to do something else, or maybe you just want a window into a world that you could never imagine being in. Well, that's this window. You want to walk a mile in a pair of boots that are covered in blood and dust and dirt and grime and oil. Watch a show. What I want people to take from this is that there are some heroic, courageous people that get up every single morning to make our lives easy. And I'm trying to be the cracker, and these people's lives are the caviar that's put on here. And I'm trying to let let everybody see what that looks like. That's the point of the show, is just to be inspired and be encouraged and be like, holy crap, these people are amazing.
Are there any jobs that you didn't get to try this season that you would want to try maybe in a second season?
Oh, hell yeah. There's am I allowed to cuss on the show? I'm not going to cuss, but there's we had a list of 100 jobs. We narrowed it down to 6, and I really wanted to do the other 94. And that list is ever growing. There's people that get on the side of helicopters with pressure washers in the middle of hurricanes, and they spray salt, concentrate, liquefied, de-icing stuff on top of power lines. That sounds awesome. So
awesome, yeah.
You're hanging off the side of a helicopter with a water gun in the middle of a hurricane. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yes, awesome. Swiftwater rescue. I live in Texas. Hurricanes come through all the time. And so swiftwater rescue is this crazy art of, you see professional canoers and kayakers and rafters that go down tubes. Well, imagine doing that, but the water is toxic, flammable, electrified, and there's a tornado over you.
That's a quadruple threat,
Yeah, they make movies of that, global warming times 1,000. So I don't know, I'd go on and on and on and of all the different jobs I'd want to do, but I want to do them all.
Awesome. Well, I cannot wait to see all of this action go down. Thank you so much for talking with us.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Absolutely.
And you guys are in for a ride.
Ooh, I'm excited. So don't forget, tune in for the premiere of Hard to Kill, July 31st, 10/9 Central, only on Discovery.